What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel. We're online at www.whatsupinthesky.com, and you are looking at a Curiosity rover picture from 109 back in the day. Now they're starting to load up all those old ones. Actually, it's time to go back, guys, and look at the old saws because all the rover was they were supposedly downloading something. We missed so many pictures. Like some of these that used to have like 25 shots now have 300 or 400 shots from that day that have been downloaded. And we got two versions here. I've got the PDS version, which comes from the Planetary Data System, and I also have the version that comes directly from this one right here, which they're a little bit more high quality. They're downloaded three different ways apparently. I'm not 100% sure how it works, but this is basically where you can get the most high res stuff from. And I'm gonna do a video on that, just that. Here's the other one here, so you can see them both. They're the same picture, but look at the difference in the color, which will also be in the video. We'll talk about that later. Um, and what NASA's doing to these pictures to make them look like this. But we'll want to look at this piece right here and also some of this other just randomness laying around. We've been finding pieces all over Mars. And if you're new to my videos, and I say this a lot, go back and check out some of my old videos because it's very important to see what we've been finding as we've been rolling through these pictures. It's pretty amazing. And what look to be old dilapidated machines, things that are just out of place. They look like they've been rotting away on this planet, dry maybe, for thousands of years. Some people say millions. Um, since maybe the big megalithic things were destroyed. Um, I'm not 100% sure on that, like I said. But man, look at this thing here. Wow, that's pretty interesting when you pulled that out like that. I haven't really messed around with changing the ones from the PDS system all that much, but let's see the exposure, see what we can do with it. Gamma, see if, I'm sure the gamma is going to work the same way here, and maybe give us a little bit more of a peek into it. Mm, let's see. All right, there we go. Just a brief thing. Now, what's cool about this, see how it comes up and around and over, but this piece is up off the ground. And Desi, if you're watching this, she watched Desi B. She sends me stuff all the time. She happens to send me anatomically, I guess, correct, but politically incorrect. um, you know, things about what we're seeing here. And this definitely looks like something, mushroom or something, maybe a mushroom tip along those lines. See that coming out of there? But what is this thing here? Is this a rock that just happens to be up like that, or is this part of something dilapidating like the rest it seems? Now, okay, I can see if it was just that piece right here, oh, well, maybe that's just a rock, something along those lines. But when you start looking at what's around it too, which seems to be more ornate pieces, this kind of looks like some sort of tool right here, actually. Um, more and more of what seem to be out of place pieces and things that just seem to be buried. Um, just totally buried. Look at these shapes and stuff like right here. See how this comes around and comes down and over? It's almost like this is a jigsaw puzzle here for some reason. And as we go over, you're going to see some more and more cool stuff here. Look at this. This is neat to me. This is off. This seems to be very symmetrical. Like this was a top or something to something here. Uh, yeah, very circular. That's what I want to say there. Look at that. And it seems there's supposed to be some, sand up on it a little bit. But look at this here. Perfect triangle. It comes out. Down here it comes out. There's a perfect circle here. And whatever this piece is right here, this goes straight up in the air and comes down and bolts down into it. What is this stuff? You see how it comes out around here? Comes down perfectly here in the front, which also meets this one perfectly in the front. Here you've got this little piece. It looks like a tubing that's bonding the two together. But over here is where I was, once again, this isn't suspended. This is in the air. That's hanging off one of this piece right here. Pretty cool. To me, it is at least. Um, also what seems this picture has what seems to be an entrance to something right here. Look at this. Tell me this doesn't look like an entrance to some to the underground or something along those lines for a very small race of things. And I'm very I'm open-minded when it comes to this stuff. Like I said, I see what I see, you see what you see. Um, I'm not one to force my opinions on anybody. Hell, you don't have to watch my videos. You guys come watch my videos because obviously you're enjoying something out of it. You're getting a new picture because I always link the stuff down there in the bottom. Look at this stuff up here and around here. And then, but this piece here too, this is just another thing that's up in the air. And look how it's suspended in the air and it's got you can see the shadow there. But I see face right here, like carved faces in some of this stuff. And I don't know if you see this or not, but it's almost looks like a skeleton. It's got an eyeball, an eye socket. There's a nose. Here's the mouth. It comes around, and then it's got this weird thing over the head. The head is just colored, like the forehead part of it. Uh, let's see here. Keep on rolling right along. Oh, my subscribers, we're getting close to 10,000. If you've been unsubscribed to my channel, let me know. Shoot me an email because it's so strange what's been going on. It seems like I'm getting people keep telling me they're getting unsubscribed. And I noticed it. I wouldn't even bring it up, just thinking, okay, that's a YouTube glitch. But it happened to me with my Will for Our Music account. Totally, totally changed me. All right, let's go to this. This is what they give us on the other site. Now, see the PDS site, which gives a little bit more higher quality, a little bit more options, a lot more of the scientific data that comes along with it. That color is usually what you see a lot of. Now, this is what they say is a raw image data, which, I'm gonna make you guys sick, but that's obviously not raw image if the other piece is coming off of it too. So. And I missed even down here this piece. These would seem to be pieces of shaped stone that look like they belong on a wall or something like that. Once again, there's the Z or the S, depending on how you're looking at it, pattern that's put into the rocks. It's plain as day, and it's plain as day on the other color when you got it in this color too. Let's see. Do see it there? It's like a number 2 or something along those lines. But I do enjoy this coloring a little bit better because I think we can pull more gamma when we play with this stuff here. And once again, what just seems to be some random. Look at this. This looks like a tool. Like I said, I can't put my finger on it, but this looks like the handle to something. And this looks like something. It almost looks like a carpet tool. I've been doing so much around the house, like when you pull carpet up with. But, of course, that's probably not a razor blade cutting carpet. But I see what I see. I'm just equating it to stuff here on Earth. Um, but what did interest me here, other than just that big Z, and if you guys need to see it a little bit bigger, see it right there, or S, depending on how you look at it. If you flip it around, this piece right here seems to be look at how parallel this is to that, and there's even a wave in it. Um, just cool. It almost looks like something that you'd see out of Pumapunku or one of those places where you would be involved where locks, stuff would be intertight, locked together with amazing technology or at least amazing skills. You know, stone and shit, but I guess you'd put it that way. But what's right seems to be a tool here right above it. I mean, that's got a little circle in it, a little hole into it. There's a perfect circle hole into there. It's very interesting to me. So let's go back up here, see if there's anything else on here I wanted to show you guys. Like this one I just wanted to show you. It came in my mail. Actually, you know what? This came on my website. Let's see. You know what? Let's actually do this. What's up in the sky? 37. Let's go to my. Oh, of course I'm off the internet. Don't need to be on the internet right now. I'm making a video, but I know I'm not on the internet. My router in there is turned off. So we're not going to go show you that, but I was going to show you basically who I'll write in the description who tipped me off on this one, but this is pretty cool. Excited. I definitely see a little face up in there, and even in that coloring, you can kind of see it. Now with this whole picture, I'm going to go ahead and do my adjustment. Not going to make this one too long. I just thought that just to This little anomaly here is kind of cool too. The more I say, oh, I'm not going to do too long, the more I look and see more stuff I want to show you guys. Alright. Gives a little bit more depth. So, I mean, a lot of it does just look like regular old random rocks, but then you've got this stuff that's just thrown in about. And I don't think this is anything mind-blowing, but see how these things just kind of come out? And they come out with shapes and patterns to them. That's where I draw away from, what's going on here because I take pictures. I'm going to make some of these videos of me, my pictures I take out in public where I try to make stuff look like Mars. I take pictures of rocks. Some of the only things I've gotten close to actually saying, okay, this might look like Mars is when I very highly colorize pictures of the beach, the rocks on the beach, because the rocks on the beach have these amazing um, what can you say? Watermarks into them. It looks like they've been cut and stuff like that. Now, also the ones I was looking at were right on Ocean City. They could have been cut by Manitou, some of these pieces in it, but either way, this is where it looks like a little entrance to something. That could just be like, say, there might be nothing there, but it sure does look like something could go in there if they wanted to and get out of the sun. And who knows? Go into the underbelly of Mars. Little baby aliens. Um, Check that out. More like a little triangle shape. Not much to say other than that. I think I've already said it all. I'm sure you guys see more than like I probably missed 3 or 4 things here I wanted to talk about. This is an interesting piece, and just to see this stuff just thrown about this planet, it makes me wonder, the beauty that it was there at one time. More blurring technique, not as much on these things. The earlier pictures didn't get to blur as much. I think that as time went by and more was starting to be revealed through it, we noticed it. This does seem to have a little bit of blurring on it because you can see it here where it's been done with the shapes, block, block, block. But that guy looks like a little animal running around. All right, I'm just getting into, like I said, I don't do anything scientific here. I see what I see, you see what you see, and then we get together in the comment section. Or really, a lot of people are starting. I'm getting really excited about this. Not just people are signing up for the website, not just to win this Lego, the Curiosity Lego rover, but because we're using the forum now, so we can talk about things. Put a link to one of my videos or to your video or something you found, and everybody can talk about it. So come to the forums. All you have to do is register for the website. Not only will you be entered to win that Lego rover, you're once you do that, look at this stuff. You are wow. As I'm talking more and more, like just interesting shapes I see here, things that look to be carved out. Tell me this doesn't look like almost like that egg I found in the other one, but it looks like a piece of pottery or something that was taken right out of a Navajo or right out of an Indian. Um, an Indian artifact site here in the Midwest, Check this stuff out too. It's like they give us such a blurry backdrop from the picture from the cam. You don't get the greatest pictures, and we know what NASA's doing to the pictures. We know that they do obfuscate them some, blur them out, put blinds effects, hide what's really there, and they're doing it. I think there's so much stuff here now. Now we're back on some of the older Sauls where I don't think we were getting as many per picture as we are, but where they are now, they're rocking and rolling. I don't even think they have time to look at this stuff. It's so abundant, they're just cruising right on through. And what we get is pictures. And they can go back. So this thing, the life of the rover, they've been looking at the wheels and saying, oh, the wheels might go, the wheels might go. Looks like you could run that thing forever. It's nuclear powered. The wheels won't be going anywhere, and if they do, it's going to be a sign of that. It's just the rover's going to go good night, which means black. It's going to be used in the dark, not for us. All right, guys. Much love to you. I hope you enjoyed this one. Like I said, if you're not a fan of mine, I don't know if you enjoyed this picture because I said all except for maybe the anatomically correct pieces. But oh, I didn't even notice that when I was down here. I think I might have actually pointed that out. The triangle one. made this video twice now. I think when I have to make a video again when it bombs out on me. The first one I was so hyper excited, and you're done talking, then you kind of, yeah, you land down a little bit. But looking at these things, I think the trained eye is going to see, say, oh wow, there looks like some parallel stuff here. Even in here, it looks to see some, some caverns. This is some interesting thing. It looks like a skull in there on that cavern, but who knows? I see what I see, you see, you see. I see patterns. Peace. Much love to you. What's up in the sky, 37? I shouldn't let this one go 15 minutes. What am I thinking, guys? Smack me. Bam.